Welcome back to Anya's Homeschooling. This video focuses on a list of activities for age 3 to 6. I hope this would help the child to improve his or her reading skills. Here we go. First of all, you can schedule a story time session for a child. It can be weekly once, twice, it's up to you. But make sure it has to be continued. There are plenty of storybooks, so please select age appropriate storybooks to your child. You can buy all the books home, you can read loud, and encourage them to participate by asking questions about the stories. The picture book explanation is really worthy. It gives such a sense towards the child, and it would be easy for us to draw the attention towards the session. Therefore, provide a colorful picture book and ask children to describe what they can see and what they can feel through the pictures. As an educator, if you want to make your reading session very productive and interactive, it would be great if you could buy the big letter storybooks because the larger letters are easier for young children who are just starting to learn how to read. The larger text size helps them to recognize letters and words more easily, aiding in their reading comprehension. The reading big letters storybooks allowed to children can enhance their language development, vocabulary, and cognitive skills. Also, it can boost a child's confidence as they see themselves successfully reading words and stories on their own. Overall, big letter storybooks are a valuable tool in an early childhood literacy, providing children with accessible, engaging, and confidence building reading experiences. Also, if the child gets bored, because when you are doing the same thing again and again, the child would get bored. So, what you can do is you can do some phonic games that might entertain the child. Engaging in phonic games with kids is not only fun but also incredibly beneficial for their literary development. So, when you are playing such a game like phonic games or bingo, it can improve the phonetic sounds and the blends. You can just call out all the words that correspond to each sound, and children mark off the matching sound on their bingo cards. For further reference, there are plenty of resources that you can get it through social medias. The games make learning phonics interactive and enjoyable for kids while reinforcing their understanding of letter sounds, word families, and rhyming patterns. That is one of the essential parts to improve your reading and speaking skills of a child. Now it's time to look at word walls. Word walls in the sense that is sort of a construction that you have plenty of words. You're going to choose from the word and you're going to make a wall using all the words. So it would be very benefited for a child who can remember all the words and the photos and the things that's up to your creativity. So under these word walls, you can make and you can design plenty of games such as Let Us Scavenger Hunt, Word Wall Memory, Word Wall Story, as well as there's a game called Word Wall Race as well. This is pretty much simple. You can create word walls with simple words that children encounter frequently, and you can encourage them to point out and recognize these words from the context that you are giving. As we mentioned before, like you can make the bingo cards with sight words, for example, and, is, this, and children can make words they have on their bingo cards as well. So you can go through all the social medias. There are plenty of designs, there are plenty of way of doing all these word walls. So hope you're gonna try. If you want to improve your child's reading ability through a story sequencing, you can use all the digital resources nowadays. So this story sequencing improves sensory perception, pronunciation, choral reading, and world building. If I want to elaborate this, so once you finish after reading a story together, ask children to sequence the event by placing cards or sentence strips in the correct order. Now, as a parent, you are in a digital era, So we can use all the digital resources to implement these strategies, and you can have a very interactive session with your child. So when it comes to word building stage, you can provide letter tags or magnet letters and encourage children to create simple words by sounding out and blending the letters together. For choral reading, you can choose short repetitive text or rhymes and read them together as a ground. This helps to build fluency and confidence in reading aloud. So making a puppet at home would be a joyful thing for the educator as well as for the child. So when you're making this puppet theater, you can use all the waste materials and different creative ideas to get it done. You can collect all the puppets and you can set up a puppet theater and encourage children to retell the story using all the puppets, because this improves comprehension and storytelling skills of a child. If you want to add more jokes, funny things also can be added to make it very interactive at home. If you ever thought about giving some extra activities at home, once you finish reading, you can give them a letter tracing worksheet or tactile materials just to practice and form letters correctly at home. This gives them a clear recognition how to remember the letter and to pronounce the letter in their day to day life.